Hello, 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 humanity. It seemed like it took forever to finally talk to you guys today. When I tell you I got a late start today, boy, 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 that's the understatement of the year. Wow. Oh, humanity. When I tell you it's gorgeous outside, I guess just I'm your official keeping tabs on the sun and the trees together, if the sun is shining on the trees or what have you. But it's tranquil outside. It's so pretty. Humanity, the sun is not only revealing the luster on the leaves, it's just revealing the whole entirety of the beauty of the trees, and even down to the grass. The grass is holding shadows of the trees, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Well, anyway, humanity, I really, really, really had a late start today. How many know that drama and trouble can leave you almost fatigued? I'm so used to, I get up and I start my day after I get myself situated and get everything going. I'm so used to keeping tabs, especially on Mondays, on the cooking shows to see who's presented something new, and what have you. I have my whole routine, and it just seemed like everything was just disrupted today. I didn't do much today. Oh, I did my exercises, humanity. I managed to do my exercises. Believe me when I tell you, it was past pulling it out of the mud today, humanity. About as I was rounding it up and ending it for my exercises, I nearly didn't make it. I really thought I was going to have to call it quits. That's that's just how and that's just how hard it had gotten towards the end. And like I say, you remember just 2 days ago, the hard time I had, and with the drum and what have you. And like I say, it seems like drum and trouble. It makes you more fatigued, because I had had enough rest this time. The day before I hadn't had enough rest, and I was tired by right, but. Today it was more like fatigue. But anyway, I found the strength, and I pushed my way through, thank God. And so anyway, uh, I today all I did today was I made some mock rolled meat, and then I made a I really don't know what to call that baked egg, so I guess I'll just call it casserole. But what I did was I didn't call it casserole. What I wanted really was I really want this souffle thing going. But anyway, what I did was I ended up just taking that ramekin. Remember, I told you it looks like a bowl, like a porcelain bowl, and it's covered in ridges. And so what I did was I put that, I took that, and I, oiled it up real good. I preheated the oven to 375, and then I had 2 eggs. And within the eggs, I put just a dash of salt. I put 1 tablespoon of orange sauce, and then I poured that over in the ramekin. And I had the spinach. I had maybe about a fourth of a cup finely, really, really finely chopped spinach, and 1/4 finely chopped onions, and I put that all in the ramekin, and added just a teeny bit more of the orange sauce. So in totality, I think I had maybe about 2 tablespoons of the orange sauce. I had a tablespoon of the Italian seasoning. I know what you're saying. You and this Italian seasoning, I know. And 1 tablespoon of garlic pepper, 1 tablespoon of onion pepper, and then just to have a fourth of a teaspoon of black pepper. Remember, we talked about the and did I say onions? Well, I put in maybe a fourth a cup of onions as well. and I stirred all that up. I said I poured it in, but I didn't. I stirred all of the contents together, and then I put it in the ramekin, and I baked it for maybe about, I want to say maybe about 10 to 12, maybe, no, maybe about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on your appliance. And then the roll meat, it was really simple, humanity. All I did was and it mimics sausages. And so all I did was I had 1 can of chickpeas, and remember all the recipes are meat friendly. You can use chicken breast, lean chicken breast, or you can use lean turkey breast. However you want to do that. And so I used 1 can of chickpeas, washed and mashed, or you can use pulse. And then I put in. What else did I put in? I put in 1/4 cup of onions, 1/4 cup of celery. I put in 1 tablespoon of mustard. I put in 2 tablespoons of orange sauce, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, a fourth of a teaspoon of salt, and I put in 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then I put in about 4 to 5 tablespoons of oat flour. And remember, we've talked about this a million times. If you don't have the oat flour, don't worry. Just take your oatmeal, put it in the blender cup, fill it up to the top, blend it for maybe about what I want to say about 2 minutes, and it'll turn into powder, and that's your flour. And then if you have some Colby cheese, that'll lend itself to some extra flavor, or whatever cheese if you want to try. I know I need to get on the other side of the cheese. I didn't put any cheese in these in the meat rolls that I made today, because I didn't have any. But by all means, if you have some, you can go on and put that in. And all I did was uh, just scooped up maybe about a handful, a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons full. And it's probably not going to roll that good, because there is a lot in it, and it's kind of wet. And you don't want to go in with more oat flour, which is what I would recommend ordinarily, because you want the meat to be moist, yet not crumbly. So if it, it's so what you're gonna have to do is just take a scoop and then go from one hand to the other, tossing the meat mixture from one hand to the other, and then just lightly, trying to get your roll. You're probably going to end up doing what I did. I just formed it into what looked like a little small sausage, and I just call it a roll up. But I wasn't able to roll it much. And so anyway, you should have maybe about 7 to 8, depending on your pan. You should have maybe about 7 to 8 formed. They should look like kind of thick sausages, okay? And you'll put that in a preheated oven from 375 to 400, depending on your appliance, and you'll bake that for maybe I want to say maybe about 7 minutes. And after 7 minutes, you're gonna go in with your prepared covering, which is sauce. I'm sorry, and that's 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 5 tablespoons of orange sauce. And if you don't have orange sauce, just do a nice barbecue sauce. If you can find the sugar free, that's good. And then you're gonna blend all that together. Get your brush, and then you're going to after the 7 minutes, you're going to brush your rolled meat individually, and then put it back in. You can coat it thick, or you can coat it light, however you want to do it. And then you put that back in the oven and let it bake for another 10 minutes or 12 minutes, depending on your preference. Remember, the personalization and the customization is key. And and there you have it. You let that bake, and so you got your roast meat, and then you got your side dishes. I guess we would call it an egg casserole. And then I didn't have the ingredients. When I tell you I have to go to the grocers, humanity, I mean, I have to go to the grocers. I'm literally low on everything now. So, but if I had enough of my ingredients, I would make either a pretzel, or either I would make what am I trying to say? A bagel, and all of that's on the channel. So you just go in and get the bread recipe, and make it like that. Well, anyway, humanity, I was sitting, and I was thinking. I was thinking about emotions. My when I said that I was fairly fatigued when it was time for me to get up and get going, with my exercise, my recipes, my posting, and just my daily things that I needed to do. I laid there for maybe about another 15 to 20 minutes, and I was hoping and wishing that, I would start feeling more energetic. I wanted to start feeling just excited, like I have been, a few days past before this unfortunate drama and what have you. And, it was such a painful experience, humanity. I didn't realize that it had really left me that fatigued because, like I say, I had had enough rest this time. The day before, I hadn't. I was legitimately tired. I hadn't had enough sleep, but I slept enough. I should have been good to go. And it made me think about emotions, humanity. And I thought about if I had. Just sat there. I just continued to sit there and waited for the feeling to come to me. Feeling energetic, feeling like getting up, feeling like really, really, just swinging everything into action. I may still well be sitting there having accomplished nothing. And I thought about that as it relates to that unfortunate, really, really painful situation that I went through 2 days ago. And then I also thought about when I was up there in that recliner. Had I just been waiting, allowing my emotions to rule in terms of my movement, in terms of my navigation of my life, that may not have gone well. I could still very well be in that pain from 2 days ago. Or, and remember, I told you, I got on the other side of that by, before the day ended, something beautiful and wonderful happened, and we reflect on it now. As a matter of fact, we laugh about certain aspects of it, but I'm saying that to say this, and with the recliner, I'm out of the recliner and now exercising. Can you believe it? Because I can't. But anyway, it made me remember times past. I can remember my daughter when she was a little girl. I had my child young. I was 21, and so at the end of the day, my girlfriend that I graduated from college, she was coming over. My husband was at work. He worked two jobs, and so she and she loved to eat just like I did, and we would look so forward to having our time when we were watching. We would watch a certain movie. Back then they had VHSs. You all that are young, you won't even, don't even bother trying to understand because that's so long ago. But anyway, I think the movie. And I may that may be too early, but I'm trying to remember. You get old. It was either Baby Boom with Diane Keaton, or either what's the what is it? Wow, humanity. Nightmare on Elm Street. And it was either one of the two, or it may have been something else. Don't quote me. I'm still a movie buff, and she is too. And so, Lucinda, if you're out there, I was thinking about you before I even came, as well as you, humanity. I love you, and I hope all is well. And so, anyway, I was really, really anticipating that movie. So I had to, my daughter, she had her bath, and I needed to comb her hair, and she was riding her tricycle around and around and around, and I wanted her to stop it, and I wanted her to come on and let me comb her hair, let me get her together, because we were going to watch our movie. And we had snacks just like big kids. I think at the time I may have been 25 or 26, and then my daughter, she couldn't have been no more than, maybe she had to be 3, so whatever age I was at that time. So anyway, she's riding her tricycle round and around and around, right? And I'm begging her to stop and let me comb her hair. And she tells me, she said, I had to get one more ride. I have to get one more ride. And I'm getting more and more angry at the minute, right? And so I'm acting more childish than she is. By now, I think I have maybe about 15 more minutes, and I want her to stop it. No, I had maybe about 30 minutes, and I wanted her to stop it so I could, get her hair together, and get her outfit on, and get her situated so we could enjoy ourselves. and she wouldn't stop. She just round and around and around. I have to get my ride. I have to get my ride. And then, I just started screaming, screaming, and it just speaks volumes. Your ignorance will come out, if not, if not, channeled, right? And I'm screaming, and the more I scream, she's laughing, and I'm getting more and more irritated. And then I pull out my really really go-to car. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. I mean, I'm serious now. You better cut it out. And she just keeps going around and around and around, and she's laughing the whole time. And so, needless to say, that was my one of my parenting. One of my parenting lessons, when I learned that emotions, they do nothing to alter a situation. And so I realized quickly that my screaming and hollering, she was getting more and more tickled and giggling even more, as I was getting more and more frustrated, and my ignorance started to decrease just slightly in that area. And I realized that I needed to make an adjustment, and so I did just that. I went and got some things for her to do her doll's hair, and I introduced something new because I knew I needed something that was really really going to get me on the other side quickly. Quickly being the key word. And so I got some hairdress and some ribbons and bows, and they were hers. And I don't generally do that. I generally get her own little playthings for her doll, but I was desperate. And so, needless to say, it worked. It worked perfectly. Her little baby alive and her hair oil, hair dress, whatever it was. I didn't care at that point. And her, what do you call it, ribbons and bows and what have you. I combed her hair, no problem. She was so into a doll and this and another. So I'm saying all that to say this, humanity. I wonder if there's something in your that's existing in your world right now. It's hurt you for a long time. And remember, we go over that all the time, and I can't emphasize that enough. Sometimes, just like in the recliner, I needed help. The 2 days ago, when it was so painful, there was a lot of hurt and pain that particular morning, and I needed help. And grace and mercy came by way of a human being, and I can't be more grateful. And then the latter part of the day was so beautiful. That too, that wonderful, and I call it grace and mercy too, because it lifted our spirits up even further. That came in the way of the latter part of the evening, well, the middle of the evening. So anyway, I'm saying that to say this, humanity. I wonder if there's something right now, that's really, really bothering you. It hurts. You may have suffered with it for a long time. You may be somewhere right now where nobody can see you, and there's tears in your eyes. You may be somewhere where you can't cry, and the tears are welling up in your internal being. And once again, you've had to put on your game face. You're smiling and you're interacting, and you're doing what you have to do to navigate your world. But at the end of the day, you are past brokenhearted, and you're allowing a lot of things to play in your mind over and over and over. The thing that's hurting you, the person that's hurting you, or the people that's hurting you, the situations and circumstances that are hurting you. And if it is a situation where you can get on the other side of it with the alteration or the navigating your mentality, maybe you need to change it. Maybe you need to, if it's something, of course, that doesn't need help, something that you can do yourself. Maybe it's time to, revisit what's hurting you, and look for a way to maybe adopt some changes that no longer include the persons, the situation, the circumstances. Maybe it's time to just simply say goodbye to some things. And it takes a lot of courage, humanity. You hear people all the time, oh, why don't you just leave that alone? Or why don't you just get over that? Or why don't you, that's easier said than done. When I was in that chair and eating the equivalent of 4 people and eating a box of donuts, a bag of candy treats, a bag of candy. It would have been easy for someone that can't even fathom eating like that to tell me, why don't you just stop eating like that? Why don't you just exercise and la di da di da di? But certain proclivities, and when I say proclivities, I'm not talking about anything bad. I'm just talking about your preferences. Maybe I should say, maybe some of your preferences need adjustments. Maybe some of your preferences need reconsiderations. Maybe I had to reconsider when I was sick and I couldn't, I couldn't help myself. I had to reconsider the fact that eating the equivalent of four people just it no longer serviced me. I've said it over and over and over again. It's redundant now. If I had only knew then what I know now, in terms of nutrition, in terms of exercise, even in terms of water consumption, things would have been totally different for me. Had I learned all of those lessons early. It's wonderful to, like I say, if I want a cheeseburger, if I want pizza, if I want, even a beverage, I can go to the refrigerator. I can look for monk fruit. I can throw me some broccoli. I can throw me some celery in some water and some ice and put some monk fruit in it, and I have a delicious beverage. Unfortunately, I was reckless. I was reckless today because I had soda, and I don't know where that's coming from because I usually don't drink soda, but today, humanity, I had soda, but I'm making a point. If I get in a moment where I want cheeseburgers, I can just go and get me a can of chickpeas. I can mash them up, I can season them up real good, and I can make my own bread, and I can make me 3 or 4 cheeseburgers. If I want some deep fried fish, I can make mock fish. I can go and get cauliflower and go and get mushrooms and what have you, blend a bunch of stuff together, put some fish fry to it, and fry that up. But my mentality had to change. Cauliflower and mushrooms and beets and all of that. Those are not new things. But my mind changed, so I adjusted my behavior to include more nutritious things. I wonder today, humanity, whatever that thing is, it's probably been hurting you a long time. Be it an individual, be it a situation or circumstances. And remember, I'm not talking about something where you need help. Or it could be somebody oppressing you or something like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Clinicians and officials that are trained in those areas and have the resources to help you. That has to be the way that you lend yourself. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those areas in our lives where, and just with some maybe some gentle adjustments, some little tweaking, maybe we can get on the other side of it. Maybe even considerations towards goals. Maybe next year, maybe you can make up in your mind that you're tired of being in the gathering of other individuals, and you have to put on your game face, and everybody's joyous and everybody's happy, or at least they appear to be, and you have to act as though you're joyous and you're happy, and your heart is broken, your soul is deterred in the wrong direction, your mentality is just so off course. Maybe it'll be a wonderful time to start caressing your mind, body, and soul with the simple words that I can change, I can make it better for me. I can live internal environments of luxurious betterments that are provided from simply mentality changes, from adjustments in who you allow to be in your breathing space. Sometimes you don't have any other choice, but then sometimes, or circumstances, just simply. I had to make a different choice about what I had in my refrigerator. The consumption of things that were disrupting my health. And so at the end of the day, humanity, maybe it's a good idea that, you have the ability to consider differences and changes, within your life, and you say, well, you don't know how hard it is. Oh, yes, I do, humanity. complete, I mean, maybe not your individual situation, but I know it takes courage to change. Some people that maybe they've never encountered such difficulties, it's easy to judge and easy to surmise that it's easy to change, but it takes courage, and a lot of times it takes a lot of diligence, and it also may take also humanity. It may take you walking away from the fear of failure. Oh, they'll laugh at me, or what if it doesn't work the first time? What about if you love you enough to where you can see yourself on the other side of that thing hurting you, and you can feel what it feels like before it even comes, not to be hurt, not to be in a situation where pain and hurt feel like they're a part of your accompaniment for the rest of your life. And so, anyway, with that being said, humanity, once again, I have to end it because I'll be talking to you forever. But humanity, you really do. You're beautiful and you're wonderful, and you owe you the best. If there are some things that you can change to make your life pain free, sorrow free, suffering free, and I'm not talking about things where you have no control over. I can't emphasize that enough. It's never cowardice to say, would you help me? I needed help. I needed help just 2 days ago. Grace and mercy came in the way of human beings with grace and mercy in the morning, and then there was grace and mercy in the evening. And such a wonderful thing was done, and it just lifted. We had already gotten on the other side of it, but there are no words to tell you how that lifted us to a whole nother level. And so, humanity, maybe today is the day that you finally take the gloves off and say, this may be hard, but I'm tired of hurting, I'm tired of suffering, and I'm ready for a change. So anyway, humanity, I have a lot more that I have to say, but I've stayed, I've worn my welcome out once again. I'm looking out at the trees. Even the trees have stopped swaying. The sun is going down, but they're nevertheless beautiful, as are you, humanity. Man, oh man. Yep, yep, yep. I was thinking about you way before I got here, and I'm believing that you'll know that you have a whole cheering squad globally, humanity, that are standing in the cheering section, and we've experienced hurt, pain, and suffering, and we're cheering you on, saying, come on, my brother, come on, my sister, you can make it. You can get out. You can tell that pain, you can tell that hurt and suffering that no, 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 we can't hang out anymore. You're not good for me. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try some beauty and some love, and some internal peace, and I'm going to see what that feels like. I've hung out with you hurting me. I've hung out with you disrespecting, or whatever the case may be. We're on the cheering side, and you're saying, oh, you don't even know me, and the rest of you brothers and sisters globally don't know me either. In the spirit, humanity, in the spirit, your brothers and sisters are cheering you on. We know you can do it. Why? Because you're still standing. You're awesome. Your awesomeness has kept you standing, and your awesomeness can take you through. Your brothers and sisters are really, really wishing you well, and we're cheering you on. We're never gonna stop telling you, you can do it, and don't quit. Okay, humanity, that's it. Enjoy your day. As always, wishing you the best. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.